What if there was no light? Nothing wrong, nothing right. What if there was no time and no reason or rhyme? What if you should decide that you don't want me there by your side, that you don't want me there in your life? What if I got it wrong and no poem or song could put right what I got wrong, or make you feel I belong? What if you should decide that you don't want me there by your side, that you don't want me there?
Okay, buenas Cremin Diaz, welcome to pedroTV. I'm here today at the Index project Artspace at a group show. I'm with George Shaw. How are you, George?
I'm well.
Glad to hear, and so you should be. He's just won the Marrickville Contemporary Art Prize for 2012. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And you're part of a group show. You've just done the artist talk with your friends about the group show. I'd like to concentrate on your own work. And I've just listened to you explain it to the group, to the people here. Just basically just a 5 series of photographs at a time.
Yes, the title is On Your Mind.
On Your Mind.
Get Set. Yes. On Your Mind. Get Set. Go.
Okay.
Because this is dealing with memories, and it's not only about the memory, but it's about the nature of the memory. And so in this case, it's a very confronting memory because they're very personal and they're very revealing. And so when thinking about the title, I was thinking about On Your Mark, Get Set, Go. So you're getting ready to launch yourself. And for me, doing this, there was an element of that. I felt like I was about to jump off something. I was about to jump into something.
But is this work a new departure? Is that part of it?
Yes. It's a departure because I've been working in self-portraiture, and this Hutchinson self-portraiture, I tend to think of it more as biography. So it's autobiographical. So in that respect, it's a departure.
Because you come in just the text is in the first person.
Yes.
Okay, so I got a strong sense that before I knew, or I had a strong sense that they were personal, and you know, and when you were talking about memories, you're trying to correct me if I'm wrong. You're trying to work a way, discover what happened to you from in hindsight, to somehow make sense of early memories and sexual awakening memories, which you were.
In this particular case, that's what revealed itself.
Yeah.
So in this particular work, I didn't set out to talk about sexual awakening memories, but that's the thread that came out and that I followed.
Okay. Yeah. The trigger and one of the really beautiful things you said in your talk is how the photographic images start very blurry.
Yes.
As if you don't trust your memories in some
Correct.
ways.
And
it comes clearer as you get older.
Yes. So really, all I wanted to acknowledge, all I wanted to acknowledge really is that the nature of memory. And what I was trying to say was, we have to accept the fact that with the passage of time, memories change. Memories are organic. They're not pieces of paper that you archive, and they stay the same. And so, as a visual treatment, in contrast to the words, which are, when you write a word, it's that's saying it's in the books.
It has a semblance of concreteness and
exactly.
Yeah.
It's very concrete, and yet the visual aspect of that, I wanted to say, it's not necessarily so. So as you work from left to right, as I age, then that visual treatment becomes sharper and focused because it's closer to my reality now.
The blood splattered walls and the floor and
that's actually red wine. Just so that we don't feel too threatened.
I should have recognised that because I've spilled a lot of red wine in my time. But it's a threatening situation when you're a young man. You didn't feel comfortable. It was a sexual advance, and then you had to flee. And I love this line that I left with my honour intact, but not before being called a cock teaser, loud enough for the whole street to hear. So there's a nice vein of humour to these sort of memories. Like when you were talking about memory. When you were talking, I was thinking, there are some memories. I can't actually visualise myself climbing a tree when I was a really small boy. What I can do is use images from films and then put myself in my own little film. And there was another memory. The day my father died, after the funeral, we went to the cemetery. And as I'm walking around, it was a very hot day in Canberra, in the middle of the day, bright sunshine. And myself and my uncles and my brother were all in dark suits. And as I'm walking, I'm not really in the situation. I'm in a movie. I was just thinking this is like a mafia movie. All these guys in black suits. It's all solemn. So it's like, for me, often that's the case. But I supply visuals for a memory I can't access. And even in reality, even in the present, I'm sort of being pulled to a scene, like creating a scene.
And I think that's what I was trying to acknowledge, that it's such a fluid concept of what these memories are.
Is it to understand? Is that the prime motivation? You want to understand your life?
Yes, my motivation for this and throughout a lot of my work has been to just really understand why I feel the way that I do, why I act the way that I do, and there's nothing narcissistic about that. But it stems from my interest in relationships, how we relate to each other, and what motivates those relationships.
Now, which is a nice segue to talk about, is this the actual 15-year-old son of yours?
No, that's
just a figure.
No, that's actually me.
Oh, that's you? Okay.
Representing.
It's a beautiful photograph.
Representing the memory.
Beautiful shadows of light.
Thank you.
And you're talking about how... And it's interesting, I've got a 15-year-old son as well, which I hadn't told you about. And I am aware that he's becoming... Well, I'm aware that... To try and understand him, I have to remember what it was like to be a 15-year-old. Yeah. Are you feeling that too with your son?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So... Anything you want to add to the photograph?
Well, this is very significant for me, which is why it made it onto the wall. It was a significant moment in my life. It was a real turning point. I think, as I said, I never imagined that I would feel this way. I never would have understood what it was until it happened.
Unconditional love for someone else?
Yeah. And, that moment when you find out that you're about to become a dad and you're just a young guy, and what it means and all the things that it brings up, and, not just about the future but about the past.
And your own relationship with your father.
And my own relationship with my father, and all those things. And I think that, that image captures a metaphorical angst about the future and the past collide.
I'm really relating to this.
Everything coming together.
When I'm depressed, I can only go to bed and put the doona over my head.
Yep.
That's a great image. Now, the last one, again, it's such a contrast. Now it's all black. There's a room illuminated, and it's a child's room.
No, that's actually my point of view. Now, that image relates more so than any of the others. Relates quite literally to the story. So the story is about an interruption of an intimate moment.
Romantic. By the consequence of a previous romantic moment.
Yeah. And so it's literally my point of view. What happened when that interruption occurred? And this is
an opening door.
No, and that's exactly what I saw. No, so not to make any bones about it. I'm having sex with my wife in the living room, 2 a.m, and my 9-year-old son appears and sees the whole thing. My wife panics. And she flees after him to try and make sense of it. And I'm left there on my own. And the one and only thing that I can see is exactly that. Oh my God!
That's the actual position you were in.
Yes.
So this is like a reenactment.
It's a reenactment, yes. And so that was taken literally from.
And you're on the floor.
I'm on the floor, and this is what I looked up to.
Wow.
And with all of this, again, I'm not trying to make it significant. I'm trying to add a bit of levity. I'm trying to connect with you. I'm simply saying, look at what happened to me.
Yeah. Again, the way you use humour, in your text, it does invite me or a viewer, So thank you very much.
Pleasure.
George, one more question,
Thank you,
which I've been dying to say.
Yes.
How come it's not George Bernard Shaw?
I knew you were going to ask
I
that.
know.
I wish you had been.
I know. And what's the answer? What is it? Why not?
Because my parents weren't that imaginative.
So the middle name is
Petrie.
Petrie.
Yes.
That's pretty imaginative.
Yes. Well, that's actually a surname that runs in my family.
Okay, George Petrie Shaw.
Yeah.
Okay, it's been a great pleasure. I've only met
Thanks,
you.
Peter.
I met you before you won the prize, so I'm not jumping on your bandwagon. I'm not, Alex. I met him before.
Right. Yes.
But we did. So tune in next week when we'll meet another fascinating practitioner of the visual arts. So adios.
Adios.
Oh, I like it when the guests do the adios as well.